By Tyrese. Zion goes quick, hammers it home. Oh, he caught a body. Meant to underneath.
Of all the NBA teams, the New Orleans Pelicans seem the happiest, though silent. Because guess what? Zion Williamson is on the roster. The Pelicans power forward, who missed the whole 2021-2022 season after sustaining a foot injury in the 2022 season, has already put the league on notice that he's ready to return. And from his recent pictures, Zion's new look is scary. That guy looks like he's coming back to tear the NBA apart. Opposing teams are in fear because after missing a whole season, they're not sure what is going to be Zion's new game plan and strategy. So, is the new look Zion Williamson exactly what the NBA feared? See for yourself. But before that, kindly be sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit that notification button so that you will be able to get updates whenever we upload any new content. Otherwise, let's get it on.
For their own guy.
You got to make them pay. Points off the takeaway. Look out, Zion on the hammer.
Zion Williamson. If you were not ready for his return, then this might come as a surprise, because the Duke University alumni is back like he never went. Second, you all know what a healthy Williamson can do. When healthy, Zion Williamson is arguably one of the most physically imposing players in the NBA. It's been more than 450 days since Zion Williamson last played in an NBA game. With the New Orleans Pelicans star spending so much time away from the court, it's been easy to forget just how dominant he was when he did suit up. The 22-year-old missed 141 games through his first 3 seasons due to various injuries. Being on the sidelines that often almost makes it even more impressive that he's only taken 85 games to prove he's one of the most unique and overpowering offensive weapons the league has ever seen.
And the speed with which he gets off the floor is incredible.
Already 10 second chance points today, and Zion drops the hammer.
Through Williamson's first 2 seasons, he averaged 25.7 points per game while shooting an absurd 60.4% from the floor. His rare combination of brute physicality and explosive athleticism made him unstoppable around the rim. During his second season, he became the first player since Shaquille O'Neal in 2001-2002 to go an entire season averaging at least 20 points in the paint per game. Furthermore, Williamson's first 2 seasons were so special because he maintained that dominance in the paint while drastically changing his style of play. As a rookie, Williamson played more like a traditional big man, doing most of his damage in half-court sets by posting up and roaming the dunker spot on the baseline. In his second season, he was given the freedom to unveil Point Zion, controlling the offense at the top of the key with a lead guard. Regardless of the style, opposing defenses found it almost impossible to stop Williamson from scoring with unprecedented efficiency. Heading into his 4th professional season after missing the entire 2021-22 campaign, the former number 1 overall pick is looking ready to continue that reputation. The Pelicans are celebrating Zion's return, but they won't tell you that, of course. He's going to be the biggest addition to the team. Though he was originally expected to return at some point during the 2021-22 season, Zion was never able to take the court as he went through an extended rehab process on his right foot. Recently, there have been a lot of rumors surrounding Zion Williamson, suggesting that the New Orleans Pelicans forward is overweight and out of shape. Williamson's weight is frequently a subject of ridicule for the big man, and many pundits have been taking pot shots at the star after the alleged increase in weight. Reports circulated his weight had ballooned to over 300 pounds, a figure which would have made him the heaviest player in the league. The fat shaming being thrown in Williamson's direction now looks to be a thing of the past, with the star appearing ready to bulldoze his way through the league and anybody who dares to stand in his way. So it's good to bring it to your attention that Williamson no longer appears to be the least bit out of shape. An off-season photo of Zion is going viral on social media. And from a neutral point of view, the New Orleans Pelicans star is looking lean and powerful ahead of the 2022-23 season. Also, apart from photos of Zion popping into random pickup games and chance encounters in church and shopping malls, we also got the new ad for the second edition of Zion's signature Jumpman shoe. In it, we can see Zion putting in work, and he looks a whole lot different from what trolls online have made us believe. In the workout video surrounding his new shoe release, he looks huge, but in a muscular way. He captioned the video in part, "Proud to announce my second signature shoe is here. This spring, I trained on campus, and now it's time to show y'all what I've been up to. The #Zion2 available tomorrow." It is true that we can't tell much from a 15-second ad, and we won't be able to predict how Zion Williamson is going to perform in the 77th NBA regular season. But it does appear that Zion Williamson is not only healthy, but in the best shape of his life, which is a great sign for the New Orleans Pelicans when it comes to his contract extension. The Pels will undoubtedly offer Zion a max deal, but will try to work in some protections against future injuries in the form of incentive-based bonuses and possibly even a team option at the end of the deal. Once that is all settled, Zion can get back to the business of dominating, and he has a team waiting for him that is ready to contend if he is at full strength. When Zion hits the hardwood in good health, he's great, and his greatness may have more league-wide relevance than ever, since the Pelicans have kept busy improving themselves. He hasn't played with Jonas Valanciunas, CJ McCollum, or any of the intriguing up-and-comers yet. Stan Van Gundy was still calling the shots the last time Williamson played. It's Willie Green, who helped the club rebound from a 3-16 start in time to make the playoffs during his season debut. Williamson, whose career 26.3 player efficiency rating would rank 6th all-time if he played enough to qualify, could be the missing puzzle piece that launches this team into title contention. If he pushes the Pelicans into championship talks, voters should have no problem backing him as the campaign's top performer. Also, as Williamson prepares for his 4th season with easily the most talented supporting cast he's ever had, it's still uncertain how he will blend his talents with a roster that looks much different than it did the last time he played. Also, some analysts are already predicting that Zion Williamson is not worth even half of his max level deal with the New Orleans Pelicans. According to 538's projection, they're only giving Williamson credit for $89 million in the on-court value for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their projection system identifies similar players throughout NBA history and uses them to develop a probabilistic forecast of what a current NBA player's future might look like. Remember, it took months for Pels coach Willie Green to establish the 0.5 mentality he wanted to see from his team on offense. But once Brandon Ingram elevated his game and CJ McCollum came into the fold, the Pels offense took off. They went from being ranked 24th in points scored per 100 possessions before the All-Star break to number 10 afterward. By the time the playoffs arrived, New Orleans was humming on that end, averaging 109.8 points per game in the 6-game series loss to the Suns, one of the NBA's top defenses. If Zion comes in his perfect shape and game, we're going to see very many changes in the NBA, especially on the Pelican side. Let's just wait and see what unfolds.
For New Orleans, been pretty solid tonight, and they force a turnover. Here's Bledsoe, the lob for Zion, the trail.